Let's open the book,
Number
shall
one.
we, and take a long look at the options.
Got a
No.
D12.
I have D12.
5! Above average.
Level 3.
Also, nice.
You rolled
Also-
max again almost? Holy shit, you're gonna have the most hit points everyone.
Also, before you guys either start disappearing or getting lost in the options that are given you by reaching level 3, basically, I would like to ask, did the 3 sessions so far go as expected? And where do you see things heading in the next couple sessions? 2 big questions, but I would like input from everyone.
It's difficult things to answer. I'll try and go first because, it seems like a fair enough thing to try. I tried going this with very few expectations because I didn't know what to expect. We're playing dragons. It's a lot different than usual. Though, the minor expectations you kind of put together for yourself automatically. You've met and exceeded what I initially expected. I've been really enjoying this.
I exceeded no expectations. All right. Take it.
I have enjoyed this actually quite a bit.
And where do you see things heading in like the next 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions?
More of subterfuge, or at least infiltration kind of. We've done a lot of this infiltration kind of style things, but I guess it's low level stuff. Makes sense.
We can't really infiltrate very much, though.
Well, apparently we have to try, or either that or just gun blazing inside a mansion. But either way, I am curious to see where this actually takes us. Though I'm not entirely sure where it's actually going to go after we take care of the wizard. Some probably great quest from our god dragon queen thing. The forest. That's my guess, at least.
Okay. Malachi, DDS? Malachi, Jonas, Tina?
Pick one.
Big one?
Pick one.
Oh, you, Malachi.
Me?
Yes.
Alright, well, I like playing. I probably like fooling around with the kobolds the most, sort of the time where we're not in the forest. As, it's fun to be on your own. Like that. We get to really be the dragons that we play. Which is fun. As I expected, yeah. I think it's gone pretty much as I expected. We've escaped somewhat. We have done less to survive than I imagined, but that's because we're pretty good at hunting. Really, it's nice. We've now secured some necessities. We're beginning to equip our lair. Well, that's nice. Might do more raiding trips in the future. What to expect in the future? Well, we're gonna do this job for this forest being. Hopefully, that can help us keep safe from magic and such in the beginning of our life. Then later, we're probably gonna, go take care of things ourselves as we begin to get more powerful. In sort of near future, we're gonna go infiltrate that place. I don't know how we're gonna do that. It's gonna be a mess, I think. Could go horribly. Beyond that, what else are we gonna be doing? Well, seeing how far these kobolds reach, probably. There's probably gonna be some people who come to check this whole missing mining thing out. At some point, we're gonna have to deal with, and that's probably just gonna escalate until we have to move. Due to them simply keep coming.
And maybe I phrased the second question too openly. Where would you like things to go? Is there anything that that you think the campaign is not taking into account? I know you said the survival aspect isn't really as intensive as you thought, but
I'm sure that come winter, I certainly expect, although maybe not as much like to see as I expected, will be a lot of hazards, more so than combats.
I will have to see how to find a way to make that fun, because a series of like skill checks and fortitude saves and whatnot is not exactly exciting in my opinion.
It can make less dangerous situations dangerous.
That's true, yes.
You use it to nerf people until they are weak and a wolf is dangerous to them, for example.
Yeah, Jonas?
Yes, I have enjoyed it quite a bit. I hate the fairy. And I will make my life's mission to kill him.
It's good. In every campaign, we get someone like this for you.
But it needs to be destroyed in the most violent way I possibly can.
It's your new Theodora.
Yes. Yeah, it has been a good balance, I think. I do like bossing around the kobolds. It feels like I'm doing dragon stuff. Being a dragon, which I think that's my favorite part of this so far. Being a dragon and feeling like a dragon. Doing riddles for a pixie. I don't enjoy it that much, honestly.
I figured as much.
He is. I certainly figured that you have made him to like specifically annoy Tilraxos or something because of his militant nature. But that fairy needs to stay away, because at some point I'm gonna snap at that thing.
He's not designed to be intentionally annoying to someone in particular, but he's certainly not a pleasant thing to deal with.
As Malachi said, I like doing the dragon stuff where I feel like a dragon. That is great. Bossing around the kobolds
more of
is
that,
fantastic.
less of annoying Fae.
Less pixies, more being a dragon. would be on my wish list. Although I think that pixie is probably out of the picture for a while now.
We have to have petty revenge plots for the future.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, he's a good revenge plot.
Like at this point, at some point you will burn that forest to the ground in like 100 years because of that fairy.
Yeah.
And they will all know that he scorned you and why, but that will never happen if we don't get these annoying people or people who belittle us while we are small.
I know.
We are small. And being small and having things we can't do and feeling powerless to stop these dumb things, that is what makes us feel like we grow.
Right. But I will say that I think it bogged down somewhat with that fairy today. We were basically just talking in circles for like an hour. That was kind of. But yes, so far enjoying it a lot. Where's it going from here?
It is very much a question of where do you want it to go.
I mean,
because I think in the very beginning I already said that this would definitely be a somewhat cooperative effort. I'm kind of trying to present you a story while at the same time presenting you with situations where you can be dragons. But there are inevitably going to be either situations that don't work out as expected, or situations that I'm simply not considering that would be really cool.
All right, let me ask you this then. In the spirit of cooperative storytelling, would it be preferable for you in this situation if I, for instance, did not take my chain lightning but instead took human form this level?
I mean, both have their advantages. Chain lightning would be a combat thing.
No, I need to pick one of them.
But you can get extra gift, right?
I could. I guess I was planning to take power attack probably.
I wouldn't say that being able to pass as human is a definite requirement.
It feels really so useful. We can't trade without it.
I know.
Yes, that is one of the problems, definitely.
Huge.
I know. Which is why I'm looking to take the hit, maybe.
I'm going to tell you, I'm looking through the gifts right now, and actually, because the majority of the ones I want require like prerequisites I don't have yet, I might actually go for it. Because I don't have anything I'm interested in this level. So, purpose of shopping, I could probably handle that.
The idea is basically that if you don't have any way to basically infiltrate human society, that you will inevitably have someone to do it for you.
I mean, that's the as a blue dragon, that's the classic way you do, because blue dragons normally can't change form, so they have lieutenants that do it for them.
In the future, sure.
The question is, would you rather do that, or would you rather go in yourself? That's the question.
Mm-hmm. Rahal, I would send someone else.
We just don't have any.
Yeah, and the human form is certainly very useful. Things to where we want to go. Well, as I said, I like being a dragon. I like feeling like a dragon. So anything like kidnapping a maiden, yes. That is certainly a dragon thing to do. It would be hilarious when 4 tiny dragons swarm this woman. It's like, aha! Get her into the sack! That's not usually how a dragon kidnaps anyone. But you know, you gotta start small. I like the idea of doing like some of the classic like dragon stuff, but from the dragon perspective, so to speak, like kidnapping ladies and hoarding treasure and stuff.
Still, we wouldn't want it to be like a very gamey sense where the story is one thing and the other, the sandbox elements are separate. Like, come, let's go do a story mission.
But that's why you need to like
Mix it up.
Yeah. Well, the story should always be the driving point. You know, the story should empower the sandbox. And make, you know, they should preferably, although it is certainly very difficult, preferably there should be a story everywhere, you know. So maybe there's the story of the tree, or you know.
Also, 43 hit points.
It's a lot of hit points.
I got 22.
I have
That's
35.
I'm up to you guys first level.
There we go.
I am gonna leave because it's late.
Okay.
It's time.
I would like your opinion on things first, Dina.
The pixie annoys me as well a lot. I basically, when we meet him, I basically just want to get over with it.
Same here.
Cause when he's like, "Oh, we should totally see this puzzle," and I keep thinking, why? I don't see why. All I want to do is kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when this big dragon's like, "Oh, you were so mean to my little friend," I was like, "Well, he's just be happy we didn't kill him."
Yeah, I was like the same. Oh my god.
And when he's like, "Well, I know what you do to the trees." Well, excuse me, princess, that I didn't know the freaking tree had feelings. You know, what do you know? I thought she was so high and mighty. It's like, well, everyone should know the trees have feelings. Well, no, not everyone does.
Maybe if you crawled out of your damn hole and talked to people, they would know.
Like, yeah, so get out of your hole, baby. Have you been sitting there so long that you got roots? And then
Yes, actually. She does.
She basically goes, "Oh, well, my friend hasn't come back." I was like, well, that's not our fault. We didn't put him in a situation where he would be thought that he was the guy who did it. But I already thought, well, obviously someone did it, because those cages, we couldn't get out of them. So obviously we got help, and obviously it's one of the 2 guards. And obviously both of them has gotten the same treatment, unless the other one said, well, something weird, some spell was cast on me, and if he checks up what spell, he would know that it's the other guy. I feel like I felt that we had nothing to do with that guy, with Vincent, and we had no obligations to go save that guy, because it is not our fault that he screwed up.
Technically, the guy who had the spell cast on him, technically we ripped his throat out.
That's true.
So
So
Vincent-
it could only be Vincent.
It was not a spell, he was basically just knocked on the head with a sap.
The point still stands, is, he was the only survivor, Vincent.
So it's obvious that it's Vincent who did it. So
I don't know.
I feel that we have no reason to save him
he
because
still got mauled, but he was nice to us, though.
Well, I feel like it's your gammon. He failed at capturing the princess. That's his freaking fault, not mine.
But he was nice to us. He wanted to help us.
I mean, I agree in an effect that they were like, we'll let you out. Maybe you can go and save him as thanks. And you're like, okay, fine, I can go and save him as thanks.
Well, she puts us in a situation where 4 baby dragons go into this huge mansion filled with people, and no, I don't know who you're looking for. Maybe she has red hair. It's like, dude, get out of your freaking hole if you're so big and mighty. Get that sprite to help us. No, okay, I'll get it to help us. The sprite comes back and, well, I don't know who she looks like or what her name is.
It went and got drunk.
It was, I just felt like, you know what? Yes, we're gonna burn this forest down because screw her and screw that sprite.
Even the green dragon is like,
Good that
burn
you're
the
evil.
forest.
Well, if it's not my forest, it's not even nice, is it? Is it nice to look at?
They're pretty
I mean, from the outside.
It's not my forest. It's not my responsibility.
It was your forest.
No, it wasn't. It was her father. They don't share.
I mean, I don't think this dragon really accepts anyone's forest, but it is the forest. You
Well,
lived
and
on her back.
She said, well, your father was allowed to be here. I was like, well, I'm definitely not going to stay in this forest because I'm going to burn it down with your head. Going to start with your head. Set it on fire.
Such violent thoughts.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought she was annoying. I was like, oh, because she's like, you should know that you shouldn't hurt trees. It's like,
This must be something to do with being lawful or something, because Onyx actually was just amused by how angry you guys were getting.
No, Archaix is fine, Ed. And, the little
Good.
pixie broke its promises, so that isn't a point. Big dragon, he's actually kind of thankful. He doesn't want to have the wizard teleport on top of us and just take us back.
no,
That doesn't seem like a good time at all.
She is basically sending us back. It's like, well, maybe you could use her daughter.
We didn't have to.
But,
We could be like, no.
my thought is, a guy that cruel, does he give a fuck about his daughter?
I think
Probably
he
not.
would.
Maybe, but we don't know. She
Well,
doesn't know. She doesn't even know who she is. I feel like she's just like asking us to do the impossible.
It does seem impossible right now. If we don't have anyone in human form, at least. We can't.
Well, and also, she's this huge dragon sitting in a hole. If she can't even save her own guy that she doesn't even really care for, the only reason she cares for him is because he survived the forest.
He's outside the forest.
That's what
So,
I'm
then why
thinking.
doesn't she summon some wolves?
Because what are they gonna do outside the forest?
Kill everyone in the city or something. I don't know. Get creative, man. You live in a hole.
Rules the forest.
But
She
that's
did
why I'm
say that, though.
considering. That's why I'm considering a human form early, because it seems like we
the-
are supposed to infiltrate a mansion filled with humans.
Yeah, I felt that she is kind of just demanding the unreasonable because her guy wanted to save us. We didn't even
But
ask
he
for
did
it.
say that the longer he's captive, the more information he has to give about us and our location.
He doesn't even know where we are. He didn't want to know. Remember?
Maybe he knows more than we think he does.
How would he know where we are?
Magic.
That, and we did. We said we were going to the meeting, so it kind of started giving away clues.
We didn't say we would. We said maybe.
I mean,
But
Do you think-
Tyraxus would respect Lady Ashwood for her ancient wisdom and power. Like, she's incredibly mighty. She's probably a force of nature at this point, like more than a being. And for that, he certainly respects her power. But he really doesn't like to be manipulated in this way.
No.
It is one of the things he really does not want.
But it is true what she says, though. It is in our best interest to get it done.
That doesn't make it any better, though.
no, and it doesn't make it even possible. We're 4 baby dragons go into this huge mansion in the city, and it is the most protected mansion as well.
Maybe we can buy more invisibility potions because we kind of use
We
them.
can burn
I
it
don't know.
down.
We can burn it down.
Well, I bet
Take her when she
I
runs
bet
out.
she would be sad that
And
we
they would
burned
have
it
to
down.
move somewhere else.
I bet she's gonna be grumpy about that. It's like, oh, you burnt the house down.
No, she won't.
I bet
She doesn't give a damn about it outside the forest.
it sounded like she cared a lot about stuff that we didn't even know.
No, it sounded like she was a neutral dragon who was like, don't mess with my forest, and then I really don't care what you guys do.
Well, she already got angry because we used her forest to get away from dwarves. Well, not dwarves,
Well,
dudes.
because we didn't want to give her something back. Because the forest is her, and
We didn't even know.
No, we didn't. And
But
she
she
said that
judged us on that.
Well, no, but she did specifically say though. Now you've lost your last defense, which is ignorance. Because before she was like,
no,
okay,
you
they
can't
didn't
say
actually
you
know.
don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
so now
she's-
if we do it again, she'll be upset. But the first time it's like, okay, you didn't actually know. We'll let you off.
It didn't. I felt like she really judged us on that. And
Basically, the people who came after us, she killed them, so that they couldn't follow us.
well, for all we care, she could have just not. If she thought, well, they probably don't know about me. We didn't ask her to do anything.
No, but we wanted her to get rid of the enemies.
We didn't even know of her at that point. We thought, well, maybe they're gonna get killed
We wanted the forest to get rid of the enemies, and
No.
she is the forest, as it turns out.
No, we just wanted to get rid of them.
Yeah.
I didn't know the forest was alive. I just think that the pixie and the wooden dragon are kind of annoying and kind of demanding. And when I meet the sprite, I just want to kill him.
The main potential problem there, as I see, is if she's like, yes, you owe me everything. That's why you need to be bossed around by this pixie for the rest of your lives. Because at that point we have a real problem.
Well, I think
Like,
it's,
I
It
am-
was
I-
pretty
Tyraxus-
clear that we didn't owe her anything right now.
Like Tyraxus is happy that she helped us, but he will not be bossed around by her like this.
she does say that we owe her something because we have to do these two things because apparently we need to do two things for her because she got rid of those people.
And we offered to. I don't think she would stop us. She did say to us that we being alive and free is in her best interest. So we're gonna stay that no matter what we do.
No, she said she wanted us dead. It was Vincent who wanted us alive.
Yeah, and now that's the best option.
Yeah, the thing is, killing us at this point doesn't give her any benefit.
No, but she didn't give a fuck about us.
No, not really.
She's so
But we
ancient
don't really
that she
need her
can't-
to, right?
I feel
care,
like
you know?
she is like, the golden dragon just sitting on his ass and like, I don't know when to do anything.
That's
Yeah.
the thing, though, that
Yeah.
she is.
That
That's
is
what she
very
is, because she is so old
Except
that
she's not good, so she doesn't seem to care. Like if you kill someone innocent, she's like,
Well, apparently she
Life doesn't
cares
get all the time,
a
it's
lot
nature.
about that forest.
yeah, that's because it's her. It's like, just don't like poop on my head, and I'll be okay.
actually poop on my head. I like that.
Yeah, but don't cut the trees that grow into my brain. Don't do that.
Well, one day I am.
All right, see, now you have a nemesis, a very powerful one, who hopefully doesn't hate you back.
Well,
But
Well,
resentments. These are the things you can carry with you into becoming a good
She's-
big evil dragon.
she is feeling threatened by. Well, she's like, oh, he's not a problem, but he's still been trying to kill me all this time, and winter is coming. So apparently, what he's doing is working. But she says, oh, he's not that powerful. No, but apparently, what he's doing is harming you.
He might not be that powerful. He can still make a crazy ritual with enough reagents and whatnot.
Mm.
Magic is fluid, after all. Just because you're not good at battle magic, you can still be good at like other magic.
He seems to be a ritual caster, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably waiting for winter, where she apparently has to hibernate, which means that our defense will, be on a timer before it pops, and we'll have to protect ourselves.
Yep.
Mm.
She's holding it up right now because she's nice, using her power to keep us safe.
It's not because she's nice.
I mean, we need to take
As
care
you
of the
said,
wizard
she
problem
killed,
anyway.
But yeah, it's fine. I don't mind taking care of him, but I just feel like she's given us an impossible task.
We'll
We
figure
don't
it
have
out.
to do it.
We'll figure it out. It's not impossible, I think. We just need to have a think about it.
Well, the only thing we know is she's in a big house filled with a lot of people in a mansion on the top of a hill, and maybe she has red hair.
Yep.
And she's a little shorter
She's-
than other people.
Yep.
Are we
So
looking for a dwarf, a gnome, a
Short,
halfling, a
red-headed
human?
people.
I mean, we know it's
It's his daughter. So
yeah, so that narrows down what it can be.
We
We
didn't
have
know if he
seen-
was human.
And we have seen him.
Yeah. You see,
We've
we've
seen him
seen-
repeatedly,
we've seen
so
the
we can probably see the resemblance.
With like a syringe, like I will draw your blood.
And we can probably see resemblance in her if she is really his daughter.
Well, can't you guys hear the what is it called? The madness in what I'm saying. We're looking for a big house on a hill
I know, but
for a woman who's a little shorter than other women with red hair, and there's a lot of people in there, and apparently it's a lot very guarded. And this huge tree is just like tree dragon. It's like, do that. It's like, how? Well,
well, we'll be able to.
write a letter on her pillow.
I think you're going a bit too into this. I think it'll be.
No,
the
I just
best
think
thing.
it's a little
It doesn't want to help us, but because she can't.
it's a little out there.
What's she gonna do?
That's just what I'm saying. It's a little out there, and but I really liked the kobolds. They were funny. I really liked the fact that when I told them to hide the wagon, they tried to get it into the
Yes,
cave and it
I
got
love that.
stuck.
love that stuff.
You know, I liked it better than even if we did get discovered by the dwarves, I thought that was the best way to get discovered. Us trying to pull a wagon out of a hole. It's like we're not doing anything.
Four
Do we need some
dragons.
help over there?
No,
No.
Actually, really
No,
nice
no,
dwarves. Like
perfectly.
you look
fine.
kind of hungry. How about some stone soup?
No, they.
Oh, all right.
You know what? Those sausages. They were actually gonna give us to us because they saw we
those
just
gift
moved in.
sausages.
We just moved in. It's like,
Have the moving in present.
yeah, welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh, good neighbors. Here you go. Oh God, help! I
Whoa!
just wanted to.
You kept the adventurers away. Why you were go? Oh!
No.
You know that miner got away, didn't he? There was one miner who ran. No, one of them ran.
No, you got them all.
They
Did he
tried
come back?
running, but they came back to save their friends and died.
Just imagine what he's going through his head. It's not, oh, I'm just gonna run. Oh man.
All the others are fighting. I can't.
And I think they're all good. So they want to defend each other, but you know.
Well, just oh shit. I have to go back. Damn it. Fine, I'll go back. Oh god, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But I like the campaign. I really like the kobolds, which is surprising me a lot because they haven't really kobolds never really interested me a lot except the kobold babies in The Way of the Wicked, which I never got a kobold baby.
You might buy one now.
Maybe yeah.
Yeah, the kobolds in Where the Wicked had a really bad time.
You should just have given me that one kobold baby, and it would have had lived with me in Catapish and be like really high and my.
Where's my mom? You're like, that was killed by an evil dragon man. I will avenge him
The one day
someday.
Tyron will meet with this kobold, and it's like,
Actually, I guess at that point the kobold
My
would be kind
name-
of sort of middle-aged kobold. After 3 years, he'd be like, "Hello, I'm a kobold now. I'm
then it's
Pretty
gonna
much
stand
not
to
surprised.
best age."
meet Tyron and be like, hello, my name is blah 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 blah. You killed my parents. Prepare to die.
And then Karen ate it because it's a kobold. Actually, it's 14 years for them to grow up.
Oh, see you in 14 years.
Technically.
I don't know. But yeah, I like the campaign, but I thought it was a little vague of the information, and I feel that it is a shot in the dark trying to find this woman.
Would you, as a player, rather have strictly defined goals then?
Like, you must travel here to this person and do this thing.
No, but I would at least, got a name. Or more that she has red hair and a little short. Because
But so what you're worried about or protesting is not that it's not the mission itself. It's more like the vagueness of the objective.
yes, I feel that we can only go in there, especially if we are going to buy potions to be invisible. We can only go in there so many times, and how are we going to drag out a woman?
I mean, it's got to be a guns blazing thing. That's really all we can do without human forms.
I mean, again, I can take human form, but that means I still don't have power attack at level 3, which is
Never
worrying
gonna
me a little bit because I'm a frontliner. But
Right now, hitting seems to be most of the problem for all of us.
So I feel that it's the guards are gonna be there. We're gonna be so screwed with all these people.
We don't know the people. I doubt they're like hardened, gritted veterans of 1,000 battles. They're most likely just fat and lazy house guards.
Imagine when we go in there. What are they all gonna do?
I mean, our
Run.
problem is that we're not good at sneaking.
And that the wizard can probably be called rather quickly. So
Well, imagine when we go into the house, they're all gonna run, try to find a woman who's not very tall and red hair in the commotion.
well, she's gonna be with the older bearded paladin guy who's like, "I will protect you, my lady." And he'll call us up and like, "Evil beasts, you will never have her."
And the smite won't work.
Think so?
Probably. That seems like the thing a paladin guy would do, right?
But her dad is not even good.
Well, that doesn't mean that. I mean, she's a lady in need, right?
If he's a really like classical knight of honor and stuff,
They all have a house guard like that.
You know what? You know
Maybe.
what? I hope that when we go to that city, there's a Wendy's, and that specific day is the day where all redheads celebrate Wendy's Day. So there's just red-haired people all over the place.
I'm not
Can
sure
we
that's
wait a
how
day?
it works.
It was really fun. And I would say that is actually a real day, but it's not has nothing to do with Wendy's. It's just a day where red-haired people meet up.
I don't think the idea of burning her house down is the worst. Probably get rid of all the loot inside.
And we need to get her alive and not hurt, because if we hurt her, they're gonna hurt Vincent. That's the deal. The more we hurt her, the more they're gonna hurt Vincent. So if Vincent comes back and he's missing an arm, we just cut her arm.
Slide that arm off, yeah.
Yeah,
They could regenerate him before he got here.
But, it's better that she is in a really good shape, and if Vincent comes back and he just looks like shit,
We can cut down, you mean?
then it's like, oh, I see, this is definitely not a fair trade. We better make it fair.
Yeah.
So,
Wizard, you eat your fingers or we'll eat hers.
Fair
He's like,
trade.
I will not. And you're like, well,
I don't think it's possible. I'm sure that we have this option if it's a big household. We might even find out. For instance, maybe she's like, oh, maybe there's a corrupt house guard. We can.
or a stable boy who is super into dragons and always wanted to be something more.
Yeah, and we can
And he
bribe.
finds me wounded
Yeah,
with a broken wing in the forest. I'm like, he's like, oh, little
I don't
dragon,
think-
I'll feed you food. And
I
I'll
don't
befriend
think
him that way.
let me
But love though.
let me finish my talk, please. But they're like, we have money now, we have resources. It is not impossible for us to bribe a corrupt guard and be like, tell her to that someone is waiting for her in the garden, and then we all wait for her in the garden and just jump her with a sack and just stuff her in the sack, and then we run away.
Just imagine it.
Giants jumping someone and stuffing them in the sack. Yeah, we're
No,
gonna have to
ima-
grapple a
im- okay,
medium-sized person.
Look, zoom in on Jonas' token. Imagine that going up to a guard and saying, "I'm gonna pay you a lot of money."
I wouldn't
you
do it
do
like
what I
that.
say.
He would
He's
whisper to
gonna
the guard in
level
the
up
night.
before next
look-
level. He's gotta grow
What
up.
are you gonna think that guard is gonna?
All of you are gonna grow up next level, except for me.
Are we? Are we?
Yeah.
we gonna grow?
Medium-sized. At
Are we
level
gonna-
4.
Are we gonna get bigger?
Mm-hmm.
I get at level 5 because I'm smaller than you.
Oh my god. Can we fly then?
We get Dracomorphosis.
Yes, we can fly next level.
I can't fly.
You can sit on my back if you want.
I can actually.
You technically you would count as a valid mount.
I can ride. Ride.
Yes, you can. You can mount Einavox.
I'll just don't say that's dirty.
Luckily, we had. I'm sure there was a saddle in here.
I'll just say that Einavox is the clever one to say that you can use me because he's the healer.
Call me that.
He's the doctor.
No. I'm
Doctor.
He's the
the mysterious one.
he's the mysterious one.
Mysterious wanderer.
The mysterious wanderer.
By my first point of social skill.
But still, I just think that it's a little hard to believe.
It's so guys, it's either I take human form now, or I wait until, well, basically next time I get a feat. So level 5 would be the earliest next time I can
Well,
take it.
I do want to take human form, but I didn't look through all the stuff because I didn't remember because I'm not smart like Manikai who makes a sheet from the beginning to.
I don't do it either. I build from the start.
So, and I only skimmed through all this stuff, and I don't remember what if I had anything planned to take now.
I think
But
human form is good.
but if I don't have anything planned to take now, but my social skills just are so bad. Well, they're not bad. They're just not good.
You're supposed to be socially awkward, right?
Yeah. Go walk up to a
Sorry.
woman in that dress is awful.
Like the reason I would I would take human form is make it easy for us to infiltrate things, but also to actually, as a blue dragon, you're supposed to be conniving and scheming and interacting with things. So I'm doing the best I can to buff my social skills, even though I have a very bad charisma for it. But a human form would probably help with that. As I said, normally you use like intermediaries to do stuff like that as a blue dragon, so I can certainly keep that around. I could I'm gonna take Chain Lightning Breath, but then the question is, should I take Power Attack, Human Form? I could even take Elementally Charged Breath, like to keep my Bite attack charged with lightning for a couple of rounds, which is pretty powerful. Probably even better than Power Attack at this point.
Yeah, I would say it would be, but
Yeah.
Oh boy. And power attack is, so last week.
Mm-hmm.
What all the people take.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I'm not gonna get it either.
Was I too mean, sheep?
No, you just told me your opinion, and that's what I was looking for.
It's a perfectly valid opinion, and normally
Yeah.
quite amusing for a DM to know how the players think of their NPCs.
I mean, on the one hand, it's certainly nice to get a reaction from NPCs. On the other hand, I will definitely consider what you've said.
And next session, the sprite has
You can
minutes.
enter the town if you answer my riddles 3.
No,
And
no,
we're
no, no,
oh.
We go to the tree and he hangs there in a.
Yeah. I actually thought that we find these 5 pools, and he's one of them, and he has cut his wrist, and he's just laying in that water. It's like, oh, and
No
and
one
on the
loved
side
me.
it said, "You drove me to this." It's like, oh fuck,
Iron of Ox.
the
Oh.
Iron Box and the blue one. Your scars will be here forever.
Chilaxos would live with that.
Or he did hang himself, and he's just really bad, and he's still flying. And it's like, oh, he just can't get himself to be brave enough to stop flying.
Oh.
Stop.
Just to add to this discussion, the puzzle of this that you skipped, I'm going to break the immersion here. I titled in my notes as Trial of Eventual Spiders.
Good thing we skipped that.
So it was not even the garden thing.
Oh, the garden thing, I think, was quite clever and harmless.
Yeah, it was harmless. It was not as bad.
He wasn't actively trying to kill us, just passively.
I didn't like the pools. It was such a throw of the dice. If it literally was.
It was basically just him being a dick, wanting to see
Yeah,
us
it
throw
was.
up.
He was like, "Oh, you should have done it at the same time, because then I wouldn't see you all get freaked out." It's like, what is your problem? Are you just a crazy guy? You want to see us throw up and the others get freaked out by it?
Yes, he's a fae.
It's creepy, and that is why Cash's sprite couldn't talk.
It had a sewn together mouth.
Uh-huh.
No, she just didn't have a mouth, like in Silent Hill. That's
Alright,
Plain
so-
skin with a mouth.
So Chain Lightning Breath, that's a given. And then I guess I take breath charge bite, and we just hope that we don't need human form that much until level 5.
You could also go for like ability focus with your breath attack.
I could. Yeah.
Because you get that they get +2 to their reflex save, so half damage on your chain lightning bite, but that could basically mitigate that.
Not for my breath charge bite, I don't think.
No, but chain lightning breath.
Chain lightning, yes.
Well, wait, I have to sneeze.
Tina, I would definitely suggest you take ability focus with your breath weapon, because that also raises the one with your
Noxious bite.
noxious bite. Yeah,
It's really good.
that would give +2 to the DC.
I really like the noxious bite and also the poison in her blood. It is such a cool combo.
Yeah,
The con it's just hilarious.
and he gets a lot of the green dragon out there.
Yeah,
Just all this poison and like horrible things.
it's hilarious. I really like being a green dragon. The whole poison and nauseated and just reading and having my perfect place.
I basically got the most exciting thing I got now. I got comprehend languages, another spell, and then better saves and BAP. I didn't get anything special because dragon class takes that away from me.
What did you say it was called? Concentrated.
But no,
He was ability focus.
ability focus.
Oh, is it further?
Just feet.
It's not. It's not in the Company of Dragons book.
So a feat and gifts are not the same thing. I thought it was kind of trade out.
No,
No,
you get both a feat and a gift.
Oh.
You can spend your feats to get more gifts if you want to, but
You could take the human form gift. It's not bad.
if you want to do human form,
Well, but it's
you could
just
look at libraries.
true. That would make a lot of sense as well.
It makes no sense for my character, but it makes sense for other
It would
characters.
make a lot of sense for Einox to go into libraries and just
It's
spend
easier to read if you're a person.
that too.
Books are made for them.
You don't need to go ahead and cut away that horn.
Well, she's gonna do that all the time. She's never gonna, she's never gonna let any of you know that a green dragon actually has a horn on its nose. Just one day you meet another green dragon, it's like, why do you have this big thing on your nose? And I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't know why he has that.
We ignore like the pile of grinded bone next to bed.
She does it when you're not there. She goes to the kobold barber
I would never go to the kobold barber.
to get rid of a horn. I think Einox would.
Just sneak attack damage for that. It's not on purpose.
With the nail file.
But
Accidental sneak attack.
what do you say, Jonas? Do you really? What do you really want?
I don't know.
That is the wrong
Well,
answer.
weak to think about it.
You have to say, I'll tell you what you want, what you really
I
want.
know, but I don't know. I can't lie anymore.
Oh, okay. But human form would definitely make sense for Einox to go and read up on stuff. Also because it's so much easier to read books that way.
Next level, I get second level spells.
Oh.
Think about it. Finally, something useful.
The power.
Yeah. Like flying force piranhas. Maybe even like iron skin myself. Or grace myself.
I'm nervous if I was too hard on you, Sheep, because you're so quiet.
I just don't want to dilute the discussion about the campaign with my input because I have a very different perspective on things.
I mean, you always do as a DM.
It's okay as a DM to get a little rattled sometimes. You'll feel better after you see.
I don't mind your input. I didn't expect things to be quite as... What's the word here?
Negative?
Not negative, but not quite as impressionable, I guess. That's not the right
Passionate?
word. No, I didn't expect certain things to cause quite as many emotions.
You didn't think we would get annoyed at the sprite?
I hoped you would.
Well, you were
Did
very
you-
successful,
Did
and
you fathom the depth of the rage that you caused?
I like the fact that me and Jonas we were so into this that this sprite just had to die.
Yes, he needs to. Like,
like
he
the
needs to be
fact-
destroyed.
Well, it was funny because
It's fine, guys. Don't
the,
worry.
the green and blue are known as cousins, so they just went, "He's gonna fucking die!" And we totally agreed on that. He has to die.
There's too much pride in your lives.
I mean, that was certainly a kind of intended reaction to that particular character. Although Lady Ashwood has said that you can basically tell him what you want him to do now.
But he's
Well, we
so
tried,
bad
but
at
he
it.
didn't do anything.
He's so bad at it.
That's a whole different issue.
When he comes back, you just get annoyed. I was like,
I didn't really do any of the things you asked me to.
you know, he is
Okay.
the kid you want to just. I don't even know if it's okay to say, but you know, he's just the
Probably
guy.
not.
He's just, you know, he's the guy nobody likes.
Oh.
Well, there, I said it. He's
On-
the guy
on-
that
on our big-
nobody likes.
On our big hierarchy, it's a step below. It's a step below comic relief. Person.
When it comes to dragons, he's the guy nobody likes.
You'll find more people like that.
Probably, but you know what? The bigger Einavox gets, the
More severe her rage.
well, you know, her life is so much about perfection. That if someone disturbs at the wrong moment, it is not unknown that green dragons just eat people. It's like, you know what? I was so busy drawing this amazing drawing, and you disturbed me. Prepare to die. It is not unheard of.
I was drawing a perfect circle, and now you came here, poked me, and look at it.
And now it's a triangle. How
Yeah.
does that even work?
Oh, that
Now
was
you
so
need to
bad.
die.
It's your fault.
You know,
need
she
to.
was just, she just doesn't know how to make a circle. She's been trying so hard for so long, and then she thought she was really close, and she realized she wasn't, but she doesn't want to say it. But it is not unheard of that green dragons get a little emotional when it comes to disturbance. Especially if they're doing something and someone comes over and disturbs them in what they're doing. But you know, if it's someone much more mightier than them, then they're basically they can set it aside. It's like, oh, well, if I get angry at that guy, he's gonna kill me, so I probably just say nothing. But this sprite is definitely not stronger than us.
No.
No,
We all passed our saves, so.
I did. No, I got nauseated.
No, not that. Against, like, murdering him. Bullying him or whatever.
Well, maybe my character would have just been refused.
Distrusting him.
No,
mine
I,
would have just been refused to work with him.
I would just have refused to do what he says. Basically, what White Dragon would. You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, you would have done it on that ground. I would have done it on the grounds of he's trying to poison us, he's trying to kill us. No.
He was.
Well, the thing is, my character, ironically though, with all the suspicions, that never happened because my character, he never noticed anything other than the water was a bit hot.
To all of us. But that just means there's something even worse than yours, right?
I had the sleeping one.
So he put the worst one in yours. And
I saved though.
are we immune to being paralyzed, actually?
We're immune to paralysis and magical sleep. It's true.
It is true.
Sure, those didn't work.
Yeah, sleep wouldn't have worked and paralysis wouldn't have worked. We're immune.
They did, though.
They
But
did,
we're immune to
yes.
them.
Well, they weren't the real thing. Just thought you were asleep.
Shadow magic.
God damn it, shadow magic. But wait, shadow magic's a will save, not
one of
fortitude
those
save.
gray druid sprites. Evil necromancer people.
We've got like shadow poison then because it's a fortitude save, not a will save.
I'm a little confused because no, it has to be gifts still. It's just when I'm looking at the book, it goes on page 26. It talks about elemental affinity, and then I scroll down. There's a big picture, and then you see all kinds of
That's just a big magma
Type?
dragon.
no, a type of different types of earth, fire, and air.
The
And, if that is still gifts, or we've gone on to something different.
Those are still kinds of gifts. They're what you take if you take the elemental ability.
Affinity, you pick one.
one of those.
No, I just got confused because of the fancy red dots. Those dots.
Those are I
So
might
I'm going to be able to
Sky.
swim and breathe water at some point.
Yeah,
Because
and I
I
can
can't
probably
do
take
the
the mortal
water.
one. Jones will probably take the earth one. I might take the air one. Might.
I
don't know if I
will,
like the
I will take the earth one so I can burrow, because that's a thing blue dragons do. They burrow around.
You can take the and also tremor sense. You can gain the wood one if you want to. Let's see, take half damage or suffer from movement in foliage. Was the least interesting one, but
It is pretty depressing. I mean, mine was like see through smoke. It was like,
it could be useful if you sneak attack people.
I don't.
If other people try to sneak attack you, you can smoke.
But that I could just take blind sense.
Well, elemental mastery.
You have to take the other one first.
Yeah. But with wood, you can cast spell like entangle. That's gonna be fun.
That's definitely a green dragon thing.
It's a really green dragon thing.
Entangle is great.
It is.
It's a great condition too.
It is.
And the entangle spell is great because it's just a 40-foot radius.
Oh, it's good.
It's the largest debuff spell I've ever known. You get the widened entangle out there for the 80-foot radius. Then the world starts to burn.
Spiked stones is good. I remember playing Temple of Elemental Evil, where I had a druid with spiked stones. And I cast on the ground, and an ogre ran and took a d6 of damage per 5 feet, and he just didn't care. So he just died from running through the spiked stones. It was great. Just fill a corridor with it, 40 feet of, it's a nice like 20 d6 worth of damage they take. And their movement is reduced permanently if they step on them. So,
It's
not shabby. Not shabby.
When I think about it, what kind of pain I would compare it to? I would compare it to if you step on a Lego.
With sharpened edges.
But
again and again and again, it
well,
should run across the thing.
Have you tried stepping on a Lego piece?
Yeah.
It's just that's intense. It's terrible. But imagine if that Lego was just covered with spikes.
Yeah, more like spikes that go up through between the bones in your feet.
Okay, stop. You're making it too real.
That's druid power, right there. I think it's like a 3rd level spell.
Fine.
They also have like plant growth, and then they have like spike growth, where first they grow plants in the area, and next turn they make spikes on all the plants in the area, so they both entangle and stab you for bleed damage. Druids are very, very good controllers when they're not like on the plane of fire or flying. If they fly, they can't do anything.
I was very close to make a druid dragon, but I caved. Yeah, sorry.
Dragon.
Yeah, it's because how often am I gonna be a dragon?
I know.
Yeah.
Somebody had to not be a dragon.
Yeah. You didn't.
The Rhine dragon didn't have anything interesting to it.
Oh, for God's sakes! You've poked my knee, and I thought, who's poking my knee? And it was not Manikai.
Well, I think I'm going to go to bed. It's 1.
Yeah.
So, good night. We'll talk tomorrow.
Good night, and thanks for
good
the
night.
session. And it's not that I don't like your campaign sheep. It's not that I really enjoy being a dragon.
All right. I didn't take it in the way that you said you hated everything.
No.
I did ask for feedback, and you gave feedback, so that's perfectly
I
fine.
am so happy that the card got stuck in the entrance. That was amazing.
Oh, when you said you were going to tell the kobolds to take care of the wagon, I was like, oh, I know what they're going to do.
I thought they would just dump it some random place. It's like when we come back, it's outside, or it's a little further to the right or something like that. It's like we didn't move
Let's
it a
only
little.
ask kobolds to do things we don't mind them doing slightly wrong whenever we ask.
Well, it's not bad enough so that it can't make me laugh. Like it's I don't even know
get killed.
how did they get it so far in is my question.
They pushed really hard.
They
like-
put grease on it. That's
I
why
like
they
the
have no
fact that they're
spells.
like help. It's like what is it? It's stuck.
And he kept running towards us at panic. Oh God, help! Big bastards! Wagon stuck! Help!
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodness. Well, let's see here. Will Tyrexus become a Pathfinder dragon? Yes. I'm gonna switch up the pictures. Probably when I grow up in one more size, then Tyrexus is not a baby anymore, and he will probably become a Pathfinder dragon.
Oh, I thought you were going to join the Pathfinders. Like the Pathfinder Society.
They would love to
wow.
have me along, I think.
Probably.
A dragon shows up, they're like, yeah! Come right in!
Jonas,
They
Malachi would
probably
disown
have the
us.
odd copper dragon or two.
Exactly.
Jonas would disown us, you know that.
I hate the
Malachi
copper
would-
dragons.
Malachi would disown us, it's the problem.
You know, the thing is, whenever you're going to meet a copper dragon this campaign, it can never be as bad as the sprite.
It's true.
I don't know about that.
The horn is probably a vestigial for Tyrexus. It's probably gonna be it's gonna disappear as he grows up, and turn into more of a horns pointing backwards instead.
Game Pathfinder is asking, what's the campaign going to go mythic? While I have very little against mythic in general, I do not feel comfortable making a mythic progression campaign as basically my first thing. It requires a whole different approach to things, and I don't think it'll be too good. Although I might change my opinion in like 5 levels, and who knows? I mean, mythic, the general way to introduce it is, I think, just at level 10.
There are two approaches. It's either a full mythic campaign where it's every other level, or it's level 10 and then every level 1 beyond.
Yeah. That's probably the way that makes most sense, because getting mythic at like level 2 is a bit silly.
Well,
Also-
the thing is,
also-
the thing is, it was partially designed for that kind of idea early on.
Also, dragon orbs, you are like 15 levels too early for that shit.
But yeah, it was kind of designed early on to gain mythic as a thing, because the abilities are the first abilities you get are targeted towards like low level play.
Well, I'm just going to take a look at the mythic things, see if I can find them.
We could go to the Pit of Gormuz. That's a good mythic place.
See, mythic path.
Take a peek down and be like, no. Quite done here.
Mythic heroes.
Yeah, I guess I will need to think in the week on exactly what I'm gonna pick for that feat, but all 3 of those would be decent, I think.
Especially, for example, adding 1d6 to any d20 roll.
You know,
at
it's
level
an
20.
immediate action after the roll, which is pretty damn good.
When it's d6, it's not that particularly exciting.
It's like, oh, I missed, but I need only 2 more points to hit. Sure, I'll just turn that into a hit. It's not terrible. It really does make you a lot stronger.
It's supposed to make you significantly
Yeah,
stronger.
going mythic, however, also means that all the enemies well, not all the enemies, but
Some enemies.
a good chunk of enemies also should be mythic.
The big bad guys at least should be mythic.
I mean, if you're a mythic hero, you should probably meet the mythic threats.
I mean, as it says.
Although it would be kind of weird if it was like an Oblivion thing, like suddenly this farmer has this full elven glass plate, and you're like, how did you get this? It's well, I'm mythic, so of course I have it.
The thing is, the average creatures won't be mythic unless there's a creature using the Ascension spell. Instead, though, what would happen is the bit you get like these big powerful creatures. As the books describe, for example, you're trailing through the ancient woods whose trees seem to constantly be alive and be fused with power. a wolf bigger than anything you've seen before charges out, a mythic glow in its eyes. Yeah, it's individual enemies get mythic. You don't give everyone mythic.
Yeah, of course.
I like my chain lightning breath, though. I basically breathe down the line, and anything within 30 of the line can now get hit by a secondary blast. And it is a perfect sniper tool. Just shoot that into the line, and just anyone close, just zap, 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 zap. Reduce damage, though, but you know.
The mythic abilities are just game changers, really.
Yeah.
They are supposed to be, but yeah. Like, as a free action, you can expend one use of mythic power to get plus 20 on a skill check.
I personally,
It's like I succeed the skill check once per day.
personally, mythic is certainly very interesting. I don't feel a need for mythic for this. I think it's interesting enough without the mythic stuff. If you want to introduce it later on, I'm certainly open to it. I don't think I don't think it's a necessity by any stretch.
It wouldn't be a necessity. It would simply be potentially interesting.
Right, that's the thing, right? If we feel it's interesting and it helps the story along, then it should be considered.
The story I have in mind, I will say that much, would not entirely be impossible to make mythic make sense in that context.
Yeah, I mean, dragons are certainly interesting targets for mythic because they're so old and, like, you know, special in their own way, that seeing them go mythic is certainly not impossible.
You know that dinner I talked about earlier today?
Mm-hmm.
I put that in the fridge right away.
I see.
I'm starving now. But now I have dinner in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Imagine if I didn't have dinner in the fridge.
I can imagine. Yeah. So maybe we go in. We kidnap the dame, and then trade her for Vincent, and then we'll do some other stuff. And yeah, I don't know if that I as a blue dragon I want to start. That's more a personal thing. I want to start infiltrating and gain some influence and like build networks and stuff. It's in my nature.
Only you had access to some sort of human who's not directly going to run away from you.
If only I had access to such a human.
Such as a Vincent.
Oh, Vincent!
I mean, that's definitely an incentive to get him. You could send him to go shopping.
I'm probably gonna take leadership at level 6.
Or leadership as a minimum requirement of 7.
And
No,
you
I
don't
thought it
get
was
a
6.
feed
No.
at 6.
It's 7 plus you get a feed at 7 anyway. So
Yeah, it's level 7.
Alright, 7 then.
I'm just pointing out we get the abilities then. So
If I were to play another dragon, what dragon would you play? That depends. If you're talking about the classic chromatic and metallic dragons, well, if I were gonna play a chromatic dragon and not a blue one, I would probably play a red one, because they are the classic dragon, big and evil, and breathe fire. It's very classical.
if you got everything, sure.
And I like that. Red dragons are like the epitome of dragon kind, so to speak. If I'm gonna
gold
play,
dragons would disagree.
if I'm gonna play a metallic dragon, I will probably play a silver dragon, or maybe a copper dragon. Although I like the silver a whole lot.
I know I was very tempted to play, but the party's alignment did not match up for it. Which was the Vane Crystal Dragon.
If I got to play any dragon, I don't know. There's some weird, funky dragons out there. Like a time dragon would be completely insane to play.
Well, we don't have. There are no rules for time dragon. You could play the
It's like
Umbral Dragon.
it's like
negative
Doctor
energy
Who,
press.
the dragon. You know.
You could have Umbral Dragon. You could have an Umbral Dragon. with,
It's like, how do you break a campaign the quickest? Give a PC time travel.
Well, remember, you don't get time travel until you're a Great Worm, meaning level 20 sheep.
That's true. That's true.
Fey dragon. Yes.
You have to get level 20 first.
Outer dragon. I will play a void dragon because they're scary.
And close to the creatures, which should not be mentioned.
How would you work an all orc campaign? I think that is something Tyraxos like dreams of. Have like an army of like orcs or even better hobgoblins. Oh, that would be great. Because because they're all militaristic and orderly and stuff.
I wouldn't mind an army of orcs. I think I could work with that. I'd be smarter than some of them.
But mine would be like a very disciplined fighting force. Yours is more like a rampaging horde.
I mean, admittedly, you guys are all awful. I am neutral, bordering chaos. So, there's a distinct degree of difference between our characters. It's a workable relationship, at least.
Yeah, well, Andrew was pointing out the time travel can only be done 3 times in its entire lifetime.
That is also true.
There's 2 problems with that. One, you can do a lot with 3 times time travel. And 2,
Technically, though, that does not say you can come back using the same time travel, though. You'd have to spend another use to get back.
That's very true, but still. And 2, what stops you from being like, I'm going to time travel to so-and-so, and that's a bad idea, I'm going to tell myself in the next 10 minutes.
Nothing, but you spend...
Also, not
2 uses doing so.
Not to mention that the time is like relative and cyclical and stuff, so you would like... Oh god, the madness!
The DM would also have to decide for that situation which time travel principle does it work on. Does it create a new timeline or what?
Yeah. If you want your campaign to be a thing, don't introduce time travel.
No.
Well,
don't introduce the decrement.
Unless it's from point A to predetermined point B.
Yeah, don't let the players do time travel. If time travel is happening, it should be something the DM is doing instead.
Yeah.
Because you can build a whole campaign around time travel. Can we go back in time back to the prehistoric times and fight dinosaurs?
We don't need to go back to dinosaur times. We can go to the Mbonge Expanse and fight dinosaurs.
No, we'll fight dinosaurs in Varizia. We'll go back to when the Rune Lords were in power. Unfortunately, James, we'll need you for that. You know more about the Rune Lords than we do. We'll go back. And we will go back to when the Starfall fell. The Starstone fell. But how could you go back and tell yourself about all fabric reality breaking? Man, that's up to the DM to decide if fabric reality breaks or not. You might just be removed from time. This was certainly interesting, however. So I'm enjoying seeing the pictures scroll through on the stream. It's just nice to see our portraits go through.
Oh, look at Volnik sitting on his rock. He looks so smug.
I mean, he is right too. I feel. He's decently powerful. His icy claws are pretty dangerous. Also, because in case chat, what you want to know, I got a total of 5 1s, 4 2s, and a 3 throughout the session, dice rolls. Out of what was about 30 rolls, so that is... I mean, it's above average number of low rolls, but... Yeah. Yeah, it slowed down the later half of the session. I started doing way better towards the end. But Jake definitely infected my dice at the start. Should have let him borrow them. Oh god. Yes, your breath weapon does even more damage now. 3d6.
It's true.
At next level, you'll get an extra point of DC onto that.
And
Also, you have a
if I
longer
take
range.
ability focus, I get 2 more DC on it. It'll be 17 DC chain lightning
You also get
at
a
level 4. That's pretty
you get
good.
more range next level as well.
Yes, more range and yes, it's
I
true.
think you get 20 extra range.
60 feet next level.
That'll have to be edited manually, but I think you can edit the 40-foot text yourself.
Pretty good. 60 feet. It's a good
I
snipe.
won't get my breath weapon until level 7, so
Yeah.
which will then be a 60-foot cone of cold, which is okay.
Mhm.
No, it'd be 40-foot cone of cold. I think 40-foot cone of cold. It's still not bad. And then the level after that, I'll gain. I don't remember what I get after that. Be fine. I know one of the next feats I'm going for. Should be nice. Although hitboxes just crashed on me, I think.
Well, there we go. Maybe that's the end of the stream
it's
tonight. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. We're gonna see you tomorrow for Second Throne, I think.
Yes, as we're closing in on the end of a chapter, but yet you still have a lot to do.
We're gonna go to the town and stab things.
Yes, you've got to find your way through the Underdark, reach the Drow City, and decide how the hell are you going to stop this ritual.
By stabbing things.
I mean, you're just going to do like frontal assault, charge the gates.
I mean, that's what Raphael would do.
I mean, would you like sneak inside and secretly stab? Or,
He's more of an kick in the doors and
I mean, if you would like to, you have all the option to just charge the gates.
He's probably going to be stopped by someone else, but
There are advantages and disadvantages to every solution.
Oh yeah.
The advantage of charging down the gates: once you've killed everyone else, there'll be no one to give reinforcements.
The Ballantine approach.
If you kill everyone, there will be no one to stop you. I'll counter your perception by try hiding. Yes.
You hide from nothing.
No, I hide. Behind the pile, I hide.
I think I've updated my token. The feat is
How much
still
HP?
on. I rolled a 8, I think, so it's 42.
I've got 35. I'm glad I'm going to be going for the hit and run approach of like flyby later because my HP rolls have been bad.
Swallow whole
Alright,
stuff.
I'm going to save the campaign then, and I will thank everyone who is still watching. I think we were up to like 40 viewers again.
Yeah, I saw 40 at one point.
I am so amazed by that.
Oh, there you go. Dragons are popular. We are popular.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought? Alright, guys. See you tomorrow.